What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. White coming at you with that AP Human Geography test hack. Today we're gonna look at Unit 1. I'm gonna give you 3 topics. They're gonna guarantee a 3, 4, or 5. So if you're ready to get that, let's do this. All right, so we're gonna look at scales of analysis, regions, and geographic data. All right, scales of analysis. Scale is simple. It's how much land are you looking at, or at what level of the geographic space are you looking at. So in cartography, the science of map making, it's the size between the map and the actual size. And it goes anywhere from local to global. And you can express it with fractions and numbers and ratios. But the biggest thing to keep in mind is that a small scale place is a bigger area than a large scale place, right? Now I'm from the ATL, the Dirty South. We all know this. And large scale would be a more focused place, and a small scale will be a less focused place. So let's just zoom it all the way out. Smallest scale I can think of, Earth. I know some of you haters out there are like, oh, what about the universe? Okay, whatever. But Earth. Now we're getting a little bit more medium. All right, a little more localized. We're getting there. We're going small, 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 medium. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, that's Duluth High School, and there's literally my classroom right here. So we're going from the smallest scale that I can possibly think of using Google Earth, whole planet, down to the largest scale I can think of, the classroom that I teach all those 3s, 4s, and 5s in. So when they look at scales of analysis, is how do things change from a small to a regional to a national to a local level. That's all it is. Don't get scared by all these words. All right, I got you. Next topic, types of regions. All right, there are 3 types of regions: formal, functional, perceptual / vernacular. Formal regions, well, you should know first, a region is a place where things are similar or unified. It's homogeneous, and we have physical or cultural types of homogeneity. All right, so let's look at physical first. So North Africa is very much homogeneous. It's desert, it's the Sahara, you've probably heard of it. It's kind of a big desert, it's kind of a big deal. And it looks like this. Even though there are many different countries in Northern Africa, they all exhibit a fairly similar and consistent physical characteristics. Now, for the part that is really influenced with human geography, is the cultural side. And cultural typically means language or religion. So let's look here, language. All right, this is the country of Belgium. I know you're thinking, oh, they speak Belgian there. No, they speak Belgian waffle. But the languages they speak are 3. They speak Dutch, French, and German. And you can see there's a cultural region inside of Belgium. The north speaks Dutch, right? The south speaks French, and the east speaks German. So there is no Belgian language, but Belgium exhibits 3 different cultural regions based upon language. So these are formal regions of Belgium. Last type, religion is a massive part. In this map right here, I tell my kids all the time, they don't ask a ton of religion questions on this exam, but if they do, you need to understand that the world can be broken up to these 5 basic regions. The central region is mostly going to be Islamic. The outer and western regions are mostly going to be Christian. We see India as a very, very specific type of cultural region. They exhibit Hinduism. And then East Asia, right here, we can see Buddhist. And then down here, the one that's very hard to see is Judaism. Very, very localized in Israel. Those are 3 types of formal regions. So it's either physical or cultural. Okay, next type, functional. I'm a bit partial to functional, mostly because this definition sounds very scary. Product of interactions and movements? Oh no, I don't even know what that means. I got you. All right, we all understand pizza. So here's a map of a pizza restaurant's delivery zone. So hopefully you live inside these areas, or hopefully you live inside the pizza functional region, right? If you live here, you're getting pizza. You live out here, you're not in that functional region, and you get no pizza. Or you get probably like Papa John's, Pizza Hut. I can't say it very loud or I'll get sued. That is a functional region. You don't understand that? I know you post-millennials understand cell phones. Here's a map of the US with the 5G and 4G LTE functional regions. So if you live in a pink area, congratulations, you're streaming YouTube. You're probably watching this video on the phone in this functional region. Oh my gosh, that's so meta. If you do not, right? Oh, you live in Idaho right here. You are not in this functional region. So remember, a functional region is this interaction of products or movements of ideas inside of it. The last one is very useless, all right? It's mostly used for thoughts and ideas about a place based on nothing. It's called a perceptual. Sometimes some people call it a vernacular region. I don't call it that because it's vernacular. It's an old, outdated word, but perceptual. So it's how do you feel about people in these areas? So here's the perceptual region of North America. So it's like people divide us into, oh, well, that's the Southwest, that's the Midwest, that's the West, that's Pacific, that's the, whoa, bro, right? All of that, all that. I don't understand that. I teach my students this one. This is a highly localized. Only people in Gwinnett County are going to get this. But here's my perceptual map of Gwinnett County. Very highly focused on the west side. You'll notice Duluth is in a certain region and other schools are in other regions based on my personal feelings. So it's no objective data. So remember, a region has unifying characteristics, whether it's cultural, it's physical, it's some interaction, or it's based on perceived feelings of an area. 3 types of regions. Last, sometimes they'll ask you to interpret a map and use the data for a personal, a business, or a governmental standpoint. So here's a map of Duluth, Georgia, great with traffic. Everyone loves that. How would a person use this data? How would a business? How would a government? So a person would use this, obviously, they want to get from point A to point B. Maybe they want to know where should they go shopping? How should they get to school? How should they do these things based on traffic patterns? For businesses, it's going to be much different. They want to know what's the largest amount of people that's going to come by an area and see their storefront. Governments, they're going to use this a lot differently. They want to see how can they quell and slow traffic. There's a lot of traffic here. How can they alleviate that? Maybe a stoplight, maybe 4 lanes, maybe 6 lanes. Heck, it's Atlanta. Let's go 8 lanes. Let's do this. How are they going to figure that out? They could also use this, right? They can see these are residential areas here. Maybe they need a school there. They need parks. All of this data can be used differently to understand. So that is Unit 1 in a nutshell. Those are the 3 most important things I could think of: scales of analysis, regions, and using geographic data from a personal, business, and governmental standpoint. I'm Mr. White. I want you to take that dub against College Board in May, because 3s, 4s, and 5s, that's what we do. All right, see you later.